Long ago, in a village at the edge of a great desert, there lived a young man named Samir. Every evening, after his work was done, he would climb a small hill beyond the village and watch the sun sink into the horizon. The horizon fascinated him. It seemed so close, a thin line where the earth touched the sky. As a child, he often asked his father, "What is beyond the horizon?" His father would smile. "Another horizon." But Samir never liked that answer. Surely there had to be an end, a place where the sky truly met the earth, a place where all journeys ended. As the years passed, the question never left him. One evening, an old traveller arrived in the village. His robes were covered in dust. His face was weathered by countless journeys. That night, the villagers gathered around a fire to hear his stories. He spoke of distant kingdoms, of mountains that touched the clouds, of oceans larger than imagination. And before leaving, he said something that Samir would never forget. There are two kinds of people: those who watch the horizon and those who follow it. The words settled deep inside him. That night, Samir could not sleep. The stars drifted across the sky. The moon climbed above the dunes, and somewhere inside his heart, a decision was made. At sunrise, he packed a small bag. He kissed his mother goodbye, thanked his father, and began walking toward the horizon. The village slowly disappeared behind him. The desert stretched endlessly ahead. At first, the journey felt easy. The horizon remained visible, always waiting, always just beyond reach. Samir smiled. Soon, he thought. Soon I will find it. Days passed, then weeks. Yet every time he approached the horizon, it moved farther away. The sky still touched the earth in the distance, exactly as before. One afternoon, he met an old shepherd guiding a flock across the desert. "Excuse me," said Samir. "Have you ever reached the horizon?" The shepherd laughed. "No." "Then why do you keep walking?" The shepherd looked around, at the sky, at the wind, at his animals. "Because there is beauty along the way." Then he continued his journey. Samir remained unconvinced. He wanted answers, not riddles. So he continued. Months passed. He crossed valleys of red stone. He slept beneath countless stars. He walked through ancient ruins half buried beneath sand. And everywhere he went, he asked the same question. How do I reach the horizon? No one knew. One evening, he met a woman drawing water from a desert well. She listened to his story. Then she smiled. Perhaps you are chasing the wrong thing. Samir shook his head. No, the horizon is real. I can see it. The woman looked toward the distance. Can you? Samir frowned. Of course he could. It was right there, always waiting, yet somehow never closer. Years passed. His hair grew longer, his face weathered beneath the sun. Still he walked. Still he searched. Still the horizon remained ahead. One night, he climbed a high dune beneath a sky filled with stars. Never had he felt so tired. Never had he felt so far from home. He sat alone, listening to the wind, watching the stars. For the first time, doubt entered his heart. Perhaps the horizon could never be reached. Perhaps his entire journey had been foolish. As he sat there, he noticed a faint light in the distance, a small fire. Curious, he walked toward it. Beside the fire sat an old man, older than anyone Samir had ever seen. The old man greeted him warmly. They shared tea in silence. Finally, the old man asked, What are you searching for? The horizon. The old man smiled. Have you found it? Samir sighed. No. I've spent years searching. And every day, it moves farther away. The old man stared into the fire. Then he said, "Tell me about your journey." At first, Samir was confused, but he began to speak. He told stories of mountains, of rivers hidden in the desert, of beautiful villages, of kind strangers, of stars brighter than silver, of sunsets that painted the sky gold. The old man listened quietly. When Samir finished, the old man smiled. "You speak of your journey with great love." Samir nodded. "It has been a beautiful life." Then suddenly he stopped. The words surprised him. A beautiful life. The old man poured another cup of tea, then asked, "And if you had reached the horizon on the first day, would you have seen any of those things?" Samir stared into the fire. Slowly, the answer revealed itself. No. He would have missed everything. The mountains, the people, the stories, the stars, the wonder, everything. The old man pointed toward the horizon. It was never your destination. It was your invitation. The desert fell silent. The stars shimmered above. And at last, Samir understood. The horizon was not a place. It was a reason to keep moving, a reason to explore, to learn, to grow, to live. The next morning, Samir awoke before sunrise. The old man was gone. Only footprints remained in the sand. He stood and looked toward the horizon. It was still there, exactly where it had always been. But this time, he smiled. For the first time in the many years, he no longer felt the need to reach it. Instead, he simply began walking, not toward an ending, but toward whatever waited beyond the next hill. And according to the old storytellers, if you ever find yourself standing at the edge of the desert as the sun sets behind the dunes, you may see a lone traveler walking peacefully beneath the stars, not chasing the horizon, but thanking it for showing him the way.